think you look better now that I've punched you and broke your nose. You ought to be thanking me.
Is that really the first thing you have to say after what you did to me earlier? What is the matter with you?
What's the matter? I just fixed up your ugly face a bit. Why are you upset?
I go to your wedding and I'm greeted with a punch in the face? I don't understand why you did this.
Because you're a no-good, dirty farmer.
What does that have to do with anything?
You were stinking up the whole place. The whole venue smelled like a barn. That's why I had to hit you.
That doesn't even make sense.
Only rich people are allowed to be at my wedding. There isn't room for the likes of you. You were running the whole scene for everyone.
But you two invited me to the wedding. I thought I was welcome there.
Well, I didn't really want to invite you. I mean, who wants a manure-scented, grubby little farmer at their wedding?
Okay then, well you shouldn't have invited me in the first place.
Well, Brian's dad was paying for the whole thing, so when Brian insisted on inviting you because you two were old classmates, I couldn't really say no. If it was up to me, though, there would be posters everywhere letting people know not to let you in.
So that's why I was invited to your wedding then?
I just had to show a little reverence to my sponsor is all, you understand.
So you didn't even pay a single penny for your wedding and still did this?
Well, duh. I don't even have that much in savings anyway. Either way, I was never gonna let such a stinky, sweaty person like you into my wedding. Your stink would get all over the food and spoil it. I just needed to find a way to send you home right then and there.
And so you thought that the best method to do that was to hit me in the face?
Well, after you were carried off in the ambulance, it was easy to convince Brian and his father that it was an accident.
I can't believe you. What is the matter with you? You're a monster.
I take that as a compliment when it comes from you, you know?
You put me in the hospital. Do you really not think that you took things just a little too far? I won't even be able to work like this. Do you realize what you've done?
Well, I had to do what needed to be done in order to ensure that my wedding was perfect. I didn't have any other choice. Although I still wonder just why Brian and his father wanted to invite you so badly.
Well, I guess that you'll never know now, will you?
Wait a second. Brian's dad is a big landowner. You're probably renting land from him for your farm. That's gotta be it. So he invited his little serf to the wedding, even though it was gonna be full of rich people.
That is just completely mistaken.
Whatever. Even though we all went to high school together, you still haven't found anyone willing to marry you. I guess he just wanted you to experience what it was like to be at a nice event, since you'd probably never been to one before.
I thought I was invited because Brian and I were friends from high school. I used to go to his house all the time to play when we were little kids.
Oh, really? Did you now? So that's why his dad is also so fond of you then? Because he knew you when you were little? As you can see, I'm not quite as nice as them, though.
Trust me, everyone knows.
Still, I have no idea what Brian's dad sees in you. It doesn't matter, though, because I'm the one who's going to be inheriting all of his money.
Is that the real reason why you wanted to marry Brian?
Well, that's what marriage is all about in the end, isn't it?
What? Of course it isn't. Do you really have no intention to apologize to me for what you've done?
What are you talking about now?
I'm talking about you smacking me in the face. You broke my nose. You really hurt me.
Oh, please, I just gave you a little nosebleed. I thought you'd have been tougher from all your farm work. Besides, you ruined my reception table. You better be ready to pay up for that.
If anyone should be demanding money, it should be me. I'll make you pay for my hospital bill.
What? Do you not have insurance or something? Pay it yourself, cowpoke.
I am being serious. Well, if you aren't gonna apologize or pay, then why are you even messaging me?
Just to remind you that I am, always have been, and always will be better than you.
So, you're just messaging me to be mean?
Well, at least the hit to your face didn't kill you, right? Anyways, I gotta go. See ya!
My name is Alex and I'm 32 years old. I went to high school with Ginny and Brian and thought we were all good friends back then. The high school that I went to had a good reputation and helped get those two into nice colleges. After graduating high school, however, my father became sick, and so instead of going to college, I stopped my education there. I ended up taking over my father's farm in his absence. At Ginny and Brian's wedding, there were a lot of old classmates who were invited. I was really looking forward to catching up with everyone. I would have never guessed that it would have gone the way that it did. Ginny messaged me and I was hoping that she was finally ready to apologize. Instead, she just continued saying awful things to me.
Hey! Why am I finding out that I'll have to pay for your hospital bill? What is this?
Are you really that surprised? You caused the injury, so you're gonna pay the bill. What's not to get?
Do you really expect me to pay $2,000? It's your bill. You pay it.
And just why do you think I should?
Consider it your wedding present to me, since you never gave us anything at our actual wedding.
I'm not gonna be paying this bill, do you hear me?
Well, everyone else gave me a wedding present.
I didn't even get to participate in the wedding. You hit me and then I had to leave. Why should I give you a wedding present?
Oh, I get it. You just can't pay because you're poor. Is that right? Well, then don't worry about the present if you can't afford it. But you are going to be paying for your own hospital bill, and that is not up for discussion.
Hold on just 1 second. I may not have gone to the cops, but it doesn't mean that I still can't go to them.
Are you seriously going to get the cops involved in this?
That's right. I can file a report with the police and make you pay for what you did to me with the lawsuit.
And just what makes you think the police are going to believe a poor, smelly farmer over a pretty rich girl like me? And a lawsuit? Are you kidding me? You might as well just admit you're only after my money.
That isn't true and you know it.
Well, then why else would you be suing me for?
The only reason why I haven't gone to the police is because Brian's father asked me not to. He said that it wouldn't be appropriate to do so soon after a wedding.
Well, you heard your rich boss. I guess you really have no choice then. Make the wise choice and listen to him, Alex.
Why do you insist on pressing my buttons? I'm trying to hold myself back from doing it.
Oh, please, as if you even have a choice. Anyways, I don't even want to be messaging a smelly farmer like you. Just talking to you is making my phone stink like manure.
Oh, give me a break. Do you seriously not think that you've done anything wrong at all?
The only person who needs to reflect on their actions here is you. After all, you graduated high school and then just stopped there to choose farming over college. How dare you think you can talk to me like this?
Are you kidding me right now?
Brian and I both went to Ivy League schools, do you understand? We graduated and entered industries in the top of our field. And now that we're married, I can finally retire to live a pampered life. And once Brian's dad dies and I inherit all his money, life is going to be just that much sweeter. What do you even have that comes close to that kind of wealth?
What does going to university have to do with any of this at all?
Are you really that stupid? This world is controlled by the wealthy and well-educated. I am just telling you this because I am so kind and pity poor people like you.
I never really asked you to help, thanks though.
Well, fine then. Be that way. But I'm gonna drive you out of this town. Mark my words. Hey, everyone! I just wanted to say thank you again for coming to my wedding. It was so special thanks to you.
It was such an amazing ceremony. Thank you for inviting all of us.
Well, of course it was. I was marrying the son of a huge landlord after all. The venue and food were all the best money could buy. Were you expecting anything else?
Yeah, right.
To be honest, I thought it would be even better. I was a little underwhelmed myself, but that's only because Alex spoiled everything for me.
Oh, really? What did Alex do? He was injured, so we couldn't do everything that I wanted to. We even had to call an ambulance.
I heard it was because he ran into the welcome board at the entrance and was really hurt. The poor guy.
Well, he's so poor anyways. It isn't like he really belonged. Did you know that he even tried to make me pay for his hospital bill? Don't you all think that's just horrible?
Well, if he hurt himself, then yeah, that's a bit much, I think.
Right? Isn't that just crazy? He told me that he was going to sue me if I didn't pay.
What? Did Alex really say that? I can't believe it.
Would he really do that? I don't believe it. That really is a bit much.
I know. He is totally trying to ruin my wedding. I thought that we were all friends. I just can't believe he would really do this.
Hey, Alex, we all see that you're in this group. You should apologize to Ginny.
I have nothing to apologize for. What's your problem? Don't be such a jerk. Are you really gonna try and sue her if she doesn't pay? You totally ruined her wedding. I'll have you know that Ginny was the one who hit me.
That's not true. I would never do something like that.
Are you seriously trying to lie to all of us right now, Alex? There is no way that a bride would do something like that.
That's right. Stop lying, Alex. What's your deal?
The only one lying here is you, Ginny.
And did you guys all know that he didn't even give me a wedding present? He walked into the entrance making a big scene and started tearing the place apart. That was when I was called to the front.
You told me to go there in the first place. I was just waiting for you there.
That isn't true. You're lying.
Yeah, come on, man. Stop lying. What's your deal?
Hold on. I think that he's actually telling the truth right now. Alex is right.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
No, I was at the entrance helping people check in. I was there the whole time. Hey, shut your mouth right now! And you don't know what you're talking about! You've been lying this whole time. I won't stand by and watch it happen. I saw you hit Alex. I watched it with my own eyes.
Is that right? That is insane. I don't believe it.
I saw Ginny swing the welcome sign around and smack Alex right in the face. I'd never seen anyone act like that before.
Did she really do that? That is crazy.
No, that's not right.
She told me she hit me because I was just a stinky farmer. Whoa, what? Is that really true, Ginny? Did you really say that? I literally showered that morning. I didn't stink at all.
But the stink would have stuck on you at the molecular level. That is why I couldn't just let some poor person into my wedding.
Wait a second. Do you really not know what Alex does for a living?
What do you mean? He's just some lowly, grubby farmer, isn't he?
Ginny, he is the president of an agricultural company. He makes over $1 million a year.
Wait, are you serious right now?
Yeah, he's one of the youngest and most successful CEOs around. He's been featured in a bunch of business magazines too. Did you not know?
But he only graduated from high school. He never even went to college.
Maybe you didn't know this, but right after we all graduated, my dad got really sick and couldn't work anymore. I had to put going to college off to help save my family's farm. But after that, I studied at one of the best agricultural programs in the country. I learned more about agricultural management there and used my education and experience to start my own agricultural company.
Wait, no, that can't be. Is this all true, Alex?
Yeah, you decided all on your own that I was some poor, stupid yokel. You wouldn't even listen to what I had to say.
But it's just farming. How can you even make that much money from selling vegetables?
You do know that there is agritourism as well as consulting, not to mention online sales. I mean, where do you think your food comes from? Do you really not think that there's any money in agriculture?
Ginny, it really seems to me like you owe Alex an apology.
Yeah, she's right. You owe him a big apology.
What? Are you kidding me right now? I didn't even do anything wrong. Alex was the one that ruined my wedding.
It sounds to me like you did that yourself, you know?
How can you trust what he's saying? Why don't you trust what I'm saying? He's a dirty liar. You can't believe him.
What are you talking about? Aw, this is getting ridiculous. I think I'm gonna leave the group now.
Yeah, me too. This isn't cool at all. Wait, what? No! You can't leave! Please, you have to trust what I say. I'm telling the truth.
It sounds to me like everyone is pretty fed up listening to you. Everyone is leaving one by one.
No, this can't be happening. Now everyone is gonna think that I'm a big jerk.
Well, yeah, it sure seems that way, doesn't it?
How could you do this to me? I didn't even do anything bad. It isn't fair. Alex, you should have told me sooner that you were a CEO. It's all your fault for not telling me who you really were sooner.
Oh, please, give me a break already.
Well, if you want to make it up to me, how about paying for all of my wedding? You'll owe me $45,000. You can just write me a check.
You told me that Brian and his dad paid for your wedding.
What does that have to do with anything?
So then what do you want money for?
I want you to pay me.
Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and file a report with the police.
What do you mean?
I mean that I'm gonna charge you with assault and battery, of course.
Wait, what? But you can't. You said that Brian's dad asked you not to.
I really don't think he's gonna feel that way about the situation now.
You seem to be awfully confident about that. But you told me yourself that he said you shouldn't press charges against the bride.
Well, you see, the thing about Brian's dad is that him and I are about to close on a new contract.
A contract? For agriculture or something? What is that supposed to mean?
That's right. He was trying to cut out some of the less efficient parts of his business and was consulting with me. He doesn't want anything to get in the way of that.
What do you mean?
I mean that while we were negotiating the contract just now, I showed him the messages that you were sending me, and he said that he had enough.
Had enough? What does that mean?
It means that he's had enough of you and that he won't be supporting you and Brian.
No! You can't be serious!
You know, even Brian came to beg for forgiveness from me, but it seems to me that at this rate there won't be much for you to inherit.
So then, I'll be poor? I'll have nothing? This can't be happening. I can't be poor. This wasn't how my life was supposed to go.
Anyways, good luck with no help from anyone.
Please, you can't do this to me. I was supposed to be rich. This can't be happening to me. I refuse to believe it. My life can't go like this.
Aw, were you? Well, that's too bad, isn't it?
Please, I'm so sorry. You have to do something. I'm so sorry for everything. You have to forgive me. Please, I apologize for everything. I never meant for things to happen like this.
Why would I forgive a gold digger like you?
But that isn't fair. Please, you have to talk to Brian's dad and drop the charges. I'm begging you. We were friends. Let's make up. We can get over this. Please.
After that, Brian and Ginny were cut off from Brian's rich father. I pressed charges against Ginny and was given a handsome payout. Brian had to quit his old job in preparation of taking over his father's company, and so both him and Ginny were left unemployed. Without savings, they were tossed into a hard life. They moved into a small apartment. The two expected to lead a cushy life and never saw something like this coming. My work with Brian's father continued smoothly. Under my supervision, things went very well and his business became more successful than ever. I'm happy that business is going great, and I'm sure that our work will help improve output for everyone.
This is Paolo's wife, right? My name is Luisa. He's in love with me, not you. Nice to meet you.
Excuse me? Who are you and what are you talking about?
I mean that I'm Paolo's girlfriend. Got it?
Wait, hold on. Are you serious right now?
Of course I am. I would never joke about this. After all, it is true that you can't have any kids, right?
Well, I can't really deny that.
Well then, if you have any love and pity for your husband, the best thing for you to do is divorce him. You do know he wants kids, don't you?
Hold on for just a second. You can't just appear out of nowhere and start telling me to divorce my husband. Besides, Paolo hasn't said anything to me about you.
Of course he wouldn't. We both know that he is far too kind to tell you that he's been cheating. That is why I had to take it upon myself to break the news.
Okay, sure. But even if that were true, you can't just tell me to divorce him because you want me to.
It isn't because I want you to. It's because it is what Paolo really wants deep down. Besides, he doesn't love you anymore. Haven't you realized that?
Well, he is going to be coming home from work in a little bit. I think I will just ask him about all of this then.
You poor little thing. He is never going back home to you ever again.
Just what is that supposed to mean?
I mean that as of today, he and I are going to be living together.
Hold on, are you kidding me? That can't be true.
It is so funny watching you realize that your life is falling apart around you. But that's the other reason I wanted to message you today. To let you know about the new living arrangements.
But he hasn't even mentioned any of this to me. I don't believe he would just never come home again.
And just why do you think that he needs to say anything to you? After all, this whole thing is your fault anyways.
Wait, what? Do you think this is all my fault? How do you figure that?
Just think about it. He chose me over you because you weren't satisfying him. It's your fault for not giving him what he wanted, and so you are at fault here.
So, it's my fault because I can't have kids?
Of course! How can you even be a woman if you can't have kids? That's what he says all the time.
I don't know what to say. I feel so awful right now.
As you should. But if you really want to give Paolo the life and future that he wants, then you have to apologize to him and admit that this whole thing is your fault.
But that isn't fair. It isn't like I chose this for myself. I've always wanted to have kids too. I even met with specialists to talk about it.
And did any of those treatments work? I didn't think so. It doesn't matter how hard you tried if the results are still the same.
Even if I were to give you that point, I still don't see why I should have to apologize or agree that it's my fault.
So you really aren't going to own up to all the damage you've caused your relationship? I guess that it isn't just your body that's bad, but you're just a bad person all over.
Okay, I have had just about enough of this. I don't even know who you are, and all you've done is hurl insults at me.
Is that what you think this is? I'm just telling the truth. Anyways, Paolo is about to get home here, so we'll talk later.
No! We aren't done here! My name is Sophia, and I am 31 years old. My husband Paolo and I have been married for 5 years. We don't have any children of our own, but we never had any big fights or huge problems between us. Until today, that is. That was when I started getting strange texts from some woman claiming to be his girlfriend. I tried texting and calling him to figure what was going on, but he never responded. I waited up for him to come home all night, but just as Luisa said, he never came home. Paolo still hasn't come home. Were you telling the truth? Is he really there with you?
I know that it must be hard for you to accept, but I'm glad that you're finally starting to see that I was being honest. Shall I send you some proof?
Proof? You mean proof that he's actually there?
That's right. I have lots of pictures of him and I doing naughty things together that I could send you.
No, I don't want to see those. But if you're really even saying that, then it must be true.
Oh, and by the way, would you like to hear some news that I haven't even told Paolo yet?
News? What are you talking about?
It is really big, exciting news. Are you sure you want to hear it?
Wait. No, don't tell me.
That's right! I am pregnant and it is Paolo's child.
No, it can't be. Please tell me that you're lying. I can't believe this.
Believe it or not, it really doesn't matter. It's the truth, and that's that. There is nothing you can do to come between us now.
I don't even know what to say. How could this happen?
And by the way, my birthday is next week. I was planning on telling Paolo the good news then. I can't wait to see the look on his face when he finds out he's going to be a father.
This can't be happening. This is all too much.
And there is something else that I want to tell him on that same day, too.
And what's that?
If you're thinking about divorcing him right now, you're probably going to try and get money out of him in the divorce, right?
If everything you've told me is true, then yes, of course I was thinking about doing that.
Well, don't bother. You wouldn't want to disturb us.
What are you talking about?
I mean, the Paolo and I are about to get married and we're about to have a kid together.
And? What does that have to do with me? Why shouldn't I sue the two of you?
Do you even realize how much money it takes to raise a child? If you do that, then how are we supposed to have enough money for our baby?
You really should have thought about that before you got pregnant. It has nothing to do with me.
But don't you think that you're the one who should be paying Paolo instead?
And just how do you figure that, huh?
Well, I told you already, didn't I? Paolo always wanted to have a kid, and that was something that you were never able to give him. Think of all the mental anguish that you put that poor man through.
Be that as it may, none of that was my fault.
Paolo told me that he could never bring himself to tell you this, but he always hated being married to a broken woman like you. I really feel sorry for the guy. He really is so caring and sweet.
And just why are you pretending like he is the only victim in this whole scenario?
Well, isn't he? I mean, you knew that you couldn't have any kids, and yet you married him. You set him up for failure.
That isn't true. I didn't know until after we were married. It doesn't make it okay for him to cheat on me.
Do you still really not understand? You shouldn't take out your failings on other people. The best option for you is to leave the two of us alone and get on with your life.
These things have nothing to do with each other. Don't get them confused.
Wait a second. That's it. You're just upset that I got pregnant while you can't. That's why you won't just leave us alone. I understand how frustrated you must be, but you need to realize that you're just acting on base jealousy.
It isn't jealousy or anything like that. The fact is that you two had an affair while Paolo and I were married, and I have a right to bring that up in the divorce.
But think about poor Paolo. He is finally in a happy relationship. Why do you want to take that away from him?
I have had just about enough of you trying to talk me out of this. I have already made up my mind.
This isn't a joke, you know. These are real people's lives. I have been waiting all my life for a man like Paolo. You can't do this to us. He's not going to give you a dime. If you want money so badly, then get a job and make it yourself.
Oh, I plan on finding a job after this. But I am going to be sure to get a nice little nest egg from the divorce as well.
How dare you talk about nests? All you'll ever collect in a nest is dust and twigs. No chicks for you, chica.
That's enough out of you.
Look, can you just take these next 3 days to really think about this? I really think that you're taking this way too far. So, did you rethink things? Have you changed your mind?
My mind hasn't changed in the slightest.
What are you talking about? How can you be so cruel? I am pregnant. Don't you understand that? I'm not a broken woman like you.
And just why do you think that gives you a pass to do whatever you want?
Because you are going to take my money from my family and my baby. This baby is coming in 13 months, and we need to prepare for it.
What are you talking about? Is your baby shy or something?
Is it shy? What are you talking about? You aren't even making sense, but you better not be bad-mouthing my child.
I mean that no baby stays inside their mother for that long. That's impossible.
What are you talking about? You don't know my body.
Don't you know that the average pregnancy lasts 9 months?
Wait, is that really true?
Yeah, of course. How did you not know that? I really can't believe anything you've told me now.
But I never knew about that. Who do you think you are talking to me about pregnancies when you can't even have kids?
That has nothing to do with this. I just mean that it's just basic anatomy.
No, you're wrong. The doctor told me that I would be having my baby next March. Do you think you know more than my doctor? This baby is proof of Paolo's love for me.
I have no idea what you are even talking about anymore. But no human pregnancy lasts 13 months.
That isn't true. This is totally normal. Everyone has pregnancies like this. You're just jealous because you can't actually have kids. That's why you're lying to me.
Okay, you seem to be really misinformed about this kind of stuff, so let me explain. It was not only my fault that Paolo and I couldn't have children, okay?
What do you mean by that? I don't understand.
I mean that him and I took some tests, and we understood that both of us were actually infertile.
Wait. No. What?
Exactly. So it really doesn't have anything to do with me. The fact of the matter is that Paolo shouldn't be able to have children anyways.
But that can't be. I had no idea about any of that.
Well, it's the truth. It is what made me suspicious about your whole little story to begin with, in fact.
Paolo just thought that if I lied about being pregnant that you would go easy on him in the divorce.
Well, that was a good try. But you really needed to think of a better lie than that.
Shut up! Don't tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing. Besides, Paolo is all mine. You're just a lonely little shrew. Paolo and I are going to be together and have our happily ever after.
Actually, Paolo is telling me that he is thinking of breaking things off with you.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that last night, Paolo finally gave me a call.
What? That can't be.
I was really surprised myself. I hadn't been able to get in touch with him for some time.
Well, why would he want to talk to you anymore when he has me?
Well, since your little plan failed and I definitely won't be letting him off easy, it seems like he'd rather try and get back with me than write things out with you.
Wait, hold on.
Don't worry, though. There's no chance in hell I'm going to forgive him.
But I thought that he didn't care about you anymore. I don't understand.
I'm sure that he doesn't. He just doesn't want to pay alimony. Although I think some of the stuff you said might have rubbed him the wrong way as well.
What? Like what?
Like calling people who can't have kids broken people. He wasn't happy about that at all, considering his condition. When he comes home, it sounds to me like you two are going to have a long talk.
About what?
What do you think? Looks like we might both be lonely shrews here pretty soon.
But it's not fair! It was all his idea in the first place. It's not my fault I didn't know how pregnancy really works.
I really do not even know what to say. I mean, how are you that stupid?
It's not my fault. It was illegal to teach sex ed in the state where I grew up.
Well, I'm truly sorry to hear about that. But not so sorry that I won't be suing you for breaking up my marriage.
Wait, no. Please don't do this to me.
Them's the breaks. You brought this on yourself.
But I only did it to be with Paolo. But now you're telling me that I'm going to lose him too.
Yeah. Sucks, doesn't it? Too bad.
Please don't do this to me. I only wanted to marry Paolo. I even quit my job because I thought that we would finally be able to be together. There is no way that I can pay you.
I'm sorry, but that really is not my problem. You were talking down to me and saying awful things all because you thought you were going to get away with this. Just be an adult about this and face the consequences.
Please! I only did all of this out of love. Doesn't that mean anything to you? You have to forgive me. I said I was sorry.
If you really think that I'm going to let you get away with all of the horrible things that you said to me, then you have another thing coming.
I'm sorry. Really, truly sorry. I promise to never do anything like this ever again.
You'll be hearing from my lawyer in the next couple of days. We'll talk again then.
Wait! Please don't do this! I won't be able to live if I have to pay you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry for everything.
After that, Paolo told me that he and Luisa had broken up. The day after that, Paolo came home and apologized for everything. We talked some things out and we divorced not long after that. Just as I said I would, I sued Luisa for breaking up my marriage and I went after Paolo hard in the divorce. Just like that, both of their savings were wiped out. They both had to start from scratch. Paolo received such a shock from all of this that he fell very ill. As for me, I returned to work and was given lots of help by my coworkers to succeed at my job. About 3 years after that, I married a nice man I met at the office. We now live happily together. Johnny, are you there? I've been locked in the shed at our house. You've been locked in the shed? By who? By your mom! She locked me in here. What are you talking about? What happened? She was asking me when we were finally going to have kids, and then suddenly she just flew into a rage. She asked me to do her a favor and grab something from the shed, and then... That sounds like my mom. I remember being locked in various places countless times when I was little. Good times, good times. Well, she told me that she is going to keep me in here until morning. But it's so hot today. I can't be out here that long. Well, it sounds to me like you really don't have much of a choice, huh? I mean, it sounds to me like you were kind of asking for it anyways. But I didn't even do anything. Just please come quick and help me. Even at night, the temperatures are still so high. I can't be left out here like this. I'm sorry, but I'm a little busy and can't really do that for you right now. What do you mean you're busy? Yeah, sorry. I already made plans with some friends to hang out after work. There is no way that I can cancel on them now. Are you kidding me right now? I just need you to come home and open the shed. Then you can do whatever you want. Just please come quick. But it takes 40 minutes to get home, and then another 40 minutes to get to the bar. I can't just waste an hour and a half of my night like that. I can't be out here like this. I could get heat stroke. Are you really okay with that happening? Oh, please. You're not going to get heat stroke. You're indoors, aren't you? But there aren't even any windows. It's so dark in here. Just come here and let me out already. I already told you that that isn't going to happen. I already have plans. Well, then I guess I'll have to call the police and ask them to get me out. Don't do that. Then they'll all think my mom did something wrong. Besides, it's your own fault that you're locked in there right now. So you realize that what your mom did to me was wrong and criminal, and yet you just don't want me to tell anyone to protect her reputation? Look, it's this bartender I like's birthday today, and I can't be late, okay? You wouldn't want me to miss out on that, would you? It's going to be a big party. I can't believe this. Who even are you? Well, I already told my friends that I would be there, so there really isn't any point in carrying on this conversation. And you can't show up there just a little late? It wouldn't be a real party if I weren't there. You know how hard I like to go when I drink. Besides, I'm always there from doors open to last call. It's tradition. Please. I really think I might be in danger here. Oh, please, you'll be fine. I'll text my mom and ask her to let you out. How does that sound? I can't take this anymore. There isn't even any water in here, and I'm already starting to sweat. Well, just stay positive and you'll be all right. Just remember that you got yourself into this mess. It's a punishment and you have to take it. Johnny! Don't do this to me! What's the matter with you? My name is Mary, and I am 35 years old. I'm a housewife and live together with my husband and his mother. If I'm being honest, it's not the best living situation. My mother-in-law is always getting upset about the smallest of things, and my husband never stands up for me. Every day I can feel my stress levels going up, and I'm not sure how much more I can take. Earlier today, my mother-in-law, Pam, asked me to grab some plates out of the shed and then locked me inside while I was in there. I have been locked inside for 3 hours, and no matter how much I scream and bang on the door, no one has come to help. I thought that my husband would be able to help me out of here, but he was busy. I realized that I had no one that I could call on. I was so worried about being in here that I decided to call an ambulance. Thankfully, the lock was on the outside, and they were able to open the door right away. I was saved. Or so I thought. Hey, my mom just said that you called an ambulance and that they carried you out of the shed. Is that really true? Yes, it is true. Well, now that you're in the hospital, you should be fine, right? You just needed some Gatorade, I bet. Her shaking won't stop, and she is in a serious state of unconsciousness right now. Excuse me? Who is this? Is that you, Mary? This is Mary's older sister, Tammy. Oh, Tammy. What are you doing at the hospital? Is everything all right? I actually just happened to be here for work. But then I got a call from a nurse telling me that my sister was just admitted. I was really shocked. Oh, wow. Well, that's not good. It isn't good. Especially after I was shown the messages she was sending before she was sent here. So you just went through your sister's phone? I really would have thought that you knew better than that. So you know that my sister was locked in a shed, and yet you did nothing to help her. What is the matter with you? Oh, I was really busy. You are her husband, Johnny. You should have done something for her. Do you even realize the state she's in right now? No, wait, this is all just a big misunderstanding. I told her that I was going to the bar, but I was actually working overtime at the office. So then you should have no problem coming here right away, right? No, I'm still really busy here. There is a lot of work to do around here, and I can't quite leave yet. So your work isn't going to let you go to the hospital to visit your wife in critical condition? Look, there's a lot going on, and I don't think you'd understand, okay? I read through my sister's messages with you. I can't believe she ended up marrying a man like you. Are you really still so unconcerned with her health right now? But you're there, so there is really nothing to worry about, right? It'll all be fine. Are you being serious right now? I mean, it isn't like me going to see her would suddenly wake her up, right? I can't believe you. Even your mom refused to come down here. Honestly, you two are some pieces of work. Excuse me? Are you trying to lecture me right now? How about you stay in your lane and mind your own business? You are too much. I'll just have to handle this myself, I guess. Really? You do that for me? Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. This party is pretty good. But I think that we can find a more quiet place to have some fun, can't we?
Are you kidding me? Didn't you leave your wife all alone to be carried out by paramedics with heat stroke? This isn't really time to be fooling around.
Oh, that? No, she's fine. Don't worry about it. Besides, where are you? You told me to meet you inside, but I don't see you anywhere.
I already went home. I'm not in the mood.
What? What did you have to do that for? It's your birthday. I thought we were going to have fun until morning. You know that I have a kid on the way, right?
I know. That's why I went home.
What, do you pity my wife or something like that? She's totally fine, I promise. Besides, we're just going to have a couple of drinks, aren't we? What's the big deal?
Well, that isn't what you just said.
But why not? Come on.
Are you even worried about your wife at all?
So she got a little hot. What's the big deal? It doesn't really matter.
But she had to call an ambulance. If she had to do that, she must have felt that it was serious.
No, she just wanted to be sure she would be okay. But she's at the hospital. What could happen? Besides, it isn't like me being there would even change anything. It doesn't even matter.
It might not change her condition, but you're her husband. You have a duty to be there for her.
You were the one who invited me to the bar to celebrate your birthday in the first place. You really need to make up your mind already.
Yes, I did invite you. But if you really think that I'm going to feel comfortable having you here partying while your wife is in the hospital, then you've got another thing coming.
She's a big girl. She'll be fine. What can any of us do for her now?
Well, what if her condition worsens? What if something bad happens?
It won't. She's already at the hospital. It'll all be fine.
I really think I'll just cancel the whole party.
Are you kidding me right now?
And just so you know, I am really disappointed in you right now. I mean, how could I not be after this? I didn't see it before. But you're just like me.
What is that supposed to mean? I don't get it.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it. It isn't until you lose everything that you can finally understand, unfortunately.
Are you drunk already? Why are you saying all of this weird stuff? Just come back to the bar already.
I won't do it, and I'm not going to be seeing you anymore, okay?
I can't believe you. You are being such a buzzkill right now. What is your deal?
I don't want to know you or see you or have anything to do with you.
You can't just cancel everything last minute. What are you doing?
Well, I just now realized the kind of person that you really are. I can't associate with you any longer.
You wimp. You big baby.
I really think you should just go see your wife at the hospital.
Don't tell me what to do, you brat. You don't know anything. I'm going to hang around here with all the others and have a blast.
But what about your wife? Do you really not even care what happens to her?
I've had enough from you. You don't know my life or my wife, so just mind your own business.
But now I know. I can't help but feel responsible. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be with you anymore.
Why don't you just care about what you can control and not worry about what you can't?
I just hope your eyes open before it's too late. Before your wife is gone.
She's not going to die or anything. You don't know what you're talking about.
I really hope you're right about that.
Are you still in the hospital? What is taking you so long? Leave already. I can't leave. My mom was so pissed when I got home. You weren't there to make her dinner and she took it out on me. So get back here and get cooking. I won't. I refuse to. So you are really okay causing such a big mess for your family just because you were feeling a little toasty? What kind of pathetic excuse for a wife are you? All night, you never once texted or called or showed any sign of concern for me. Well, yeah, I would if you were actually sick, but you just needed an ice pack and some Gatorade and that's that. It was no big deal. And you refused to even buy me a single Gatorade, much less let me out of the shed where I got heat stroke. Well, your sister was there, wasn't she? Didn't she get you a drink? She spent the whole night watching over me, but she had to leave today because she has work. See? So it was fine. I didn't have to be there after all. That's right. I'm glad that you didn't come to see me. I knew that you would be. So it's all fine. I don't want to see you ever again. What do you mean? I mean, if I can't even rely on my husband to come help me when I'm in trouble, then what is the point of having you in my life? Are you seriously mad at me for this right now? Are you forgetting that all this was your fault to begin with? Well, did you have fun at the bar? What is that supposed to mean? I mean, did you have fun? Did you spend all our hard-earned money trying to impress young girls who are just there to work? Is that who you spent the night with? Is that why we work so hard to save up money? So you can blow it all on girls? And just who told you that? You wouldn't believe this, but the birthday girl from the bar did. It was after visiting hours, but my sister talked to her and told me. What? She went to visit you? I can't believe this. Well, apparently you told her about me in the hospital and said she couldn't just stand by in that situation. That little brat. How could she betray me like this? Well, it sounds to me like she now wants nothing to do with you ever again. Good for her is all that I can say. Well, then I'll just let everyone at the bar know about our affair then. She figured you would try to do something like that, and she's ready for it. She is ready to lose her job over telling the truth. Is she crazy? I don't even know what to say. I guess she finally realized what a horrible guy you were and decided that she was ashamed to be with you. She's ashamed to be with me? Well, who is she? Who does she think she is? I don't believe this. And frankly, I'm more than ashamed to be with you. I want a divorce, Johnny. A divorce? Are you serious? You and I are over. We are through. Do you understand me? But who is going to take care of the house and do all the cooking if you're not at home? Well, I suppose you'll just have to try and rely on your mother to take care of you. She was a housewife too, wasn't she? What? She can't cook for crap. Her food makes me feel like puking. It's all oily and just leaves me feeling queasy. Aw, well, I'm just happy that you'll have time to get to know your mom and her cooking all over again. But what about you? I thought that we were going to have a family. What are you going to do? I'm not staying with you two any longer, that's for sure. All your mom does is nag and nag and nag until I can't even think. I'm taking you both out of my life. Well, I'll talk to my mom. I'll make sure that she stops all that nagging. You never once stood up for me as long as I've known you. I don't care what you say. I've made up my mind already. Please, don't do this. How am I supposed to get along with you? I guess you'll just have to learn to be an adult like the rest of us and take care of yourself. Good luck living with your slob of a mother, though. But she doesn't even do the laundry. There's mold all over her room. How am I supposed to live with her? I'll go crazy. Besides, she doesn't even have any money. She'll eat through my savings, too, until we're bankrupt. That's the idea. Anyways, good luck. Fine, I get it. I'll kick my mom out. She'll be on her own. You would do that to your own mother? Well, she's old. It isn't like she's going to be around for much longer anyways. You're way more important to me than her. Well, that settles it. Now I really am going to get out of here. You don't want a wife. You just want a servant. I'm leaving you. Please don't do this. I need you, Mary. Don't leave me. I'm already calling my lawyer to draw up the papers. Are you serious about all this? You really want to split up? Of course I do. My sister and parents are furious with you and all agree that I deserve so much more than a crappy man like you. I wish that your sister wasn't at the hospital when you went in. Then none of this would have happened. I hear that I'll be able to leave the hospital the days after tomorrow. I'll go home and pack up my stuff then. Please don't do this. I'll pack a light bag to take to my parents and come back for the rest of my things later. You can't just leave me all alone like this with my mom. I thought we would be together forever. I thought you would always be there to take care of the house of my mom and I. Did you marry me just so that you would have someone to take care of the chores while you go out seeing other women? Of course not. Please take me back. We'll get through this. Nope, we are done. I've made up my mind and there is no changing it. It took about 5 months to finalize the divorce process since Johnny was dragging his feet through every second of it. But we finally split up. All of my family showed up with me when I went to collect my belongings. My dad was screaming at Johnny, asking him how he could let something like this happen to me. I don't think I'd ever seen him so mad. My mother-in-law was arrested for locking me in the shed and endangering my life. If I hadn't lived, then she would have gone to prison for the rest of her life. I lived with my parents for about a year before I moved out and began living on my own. I found a job and was finally able to start my new life. I'll make sure that the next man I marry is much kinder and that we don't live with his mother.